In terms of the fourth quarter, they had all but one of their buckets was inside the paint. Was that them just being able to get into the paint and get whatever they want because of that point of attack defense like you were talking about?
Yeah, they had that and 9 free.
The WNBA is once again facing heavy criticism after Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White publicly expressed her frustration with the referees following a heartbreaking 89-87 loss to the Los Angeles Sparks. This wasn't just another close game, it became a perfect example of everything that's been going wrong for the Fever this season: missed calls, inconsistent officiating, and critical mistakes down the stretch.
In the world did I just sit through? What did I just witness? I'm pretty sure I just had years shaved off the back end of my life. What a tough, ugly watch this game was, and on top of it, they lost. They lost.
Saturday night's game at Gainbridge Fieldhouse added yet another chapter to what many fans and experts are calling a full-blown officiating crisis in the WNBA. Once again, the Indiana Fever found themselves on the losing end of calls that left coaches, players, and fans questioning whether the games are being officiated fairly at all.
LA Sparks just got the spark versus the Fever for some reason, man. But the Sparks always have matched up well with the Fever since last season, man. Tough ending for the Fever girls, just some missed free throws, some questionable shots. Could have got it, man. Close game. I ain't even mad. The intensity is there, man. This team, if they can keep up this intensity, it's going to be real nice when Caitlin Clark gets...
What should have been a big statement win for the Fever turned into a painful reminder of the same problems that have haunted them all season: struggles in the final minutes and questionable refereeing. With just 1:43 left in the game, the Fever led 87-83 and looked ready to grab their first 3-game winning streak of the season. But instead, they went cold, missed their last 5 shots, and watched the Sparks finish the game with a 6-0 run to steal the victory.
Well, this doesn't feel good, does it? After riding high after the last few games, beating the Wings, beating the Lynx, beating the Aces, looking pretty good doing it, we go up against the Los Angeles Sparks. Nice, Los Angeles Sparks. Last time we saw you guys, we were beating you down for a majority of the game, and then Kelsey Plum goes off in the fourth quarter. Sparks take the lead and win. Damn.
This loss stung even more because it highlighted the major challenges of the Fever's 2025 campaign. Caitlin Clark, the team's star rookie and the league's biggest draw, missed her 5th straight game with a groin injury. Despite her absence, the Fever had picked up 3 impressive wins, including a stunning Commissioner's Cup title against the Minnesota Lynx. But against the Sparks, the progress they'd made seemed to disappear in the final moments.
For all the stupid haters saying, oh, they can win more without Caitlin Clark, tonight proved that they need Caitlin Clark. What a goofy play. That last play was horrible. They had multiple chances to win this game, but they lose to bad teams. That's not good. You got to beat the teams that you're supposed to beat. LA Sparks is not a good basketball team.
Aliyah Boston led the team with 23 points and 12 rebounds, continuing her all-star form. Natasha Howard also had a strong game with 21 points and 9 rebounds. Kelsey Mitchell scored 19 points, hit her 600th career three-pointer, and broke a tie with Brienne January, now a Fever assistant coach, for the second most games played in franchise history. But even with all these individual performances, the team's struggles to finish close games remained a serious issue.
But Kelsey Mitchell's gotten it going, and she's been brilliant recently, and Aliyah Boston continues to have an awesome season. And I love the physicality that Aliyah Boston is showing, but they weren't able to get it done down the stretch again.
If you're enjoying the breakdown, don't forget to subscribe. This game was marked by more than just missed shots. It was also filled with officiating controversies that Fever fans are unfortunately all too familiar with. One of the most talked about moments came when Kelsey Plum of the Sparks got physical with Lexi Hull during a key moment in the fourth quarter. The play became a perfect example of the double standards that have driven Stephanie White to speak out all season long.
So this play right here is when they were trying to trap Kelsey Plum, and Kelsey Plum ended up kind of bowling Lexi over and then stepping over, like really kneeing her body, knocking her back, and then walking.
After bumping Hull and knocking her to the ground, Plum, clearly frustrated, stepped over her in a way that felt aggressive and disrespectful. The refs, instead of calling a technical or flagrant foul, simply called a jump ball and let play continue. Many watching expected at least a warning or ejection. Later, Plum was seen shouting at the referees, but again, no punishment came. It was just the latest example of the kind of treatment Fever players haven't been getting all year, while other teams are allowed to cross the line without consequences.
She cuss out refs. Look at her. She was saying she flopped. She really flopped. I think she said she effing flopped. That's a effing flop. That's basically what she said right there. Kelsey Plum, man. Kelsey Plum. Yeah, she got away with murder on that one, man. She got away with murder on this one. I don't know how
This incident wasn't a one-time issue. It's part of a growing and well-documented pattern. The Indiana Fever have repeatedly received the short end of officiating this season. Coach White has often had to use timeouts and challenges early in games just to correct calls that were clearly wrong. Earlier in the year, she was fined by the WNBA for calling out the officiating after losses to the New York Liberty and Washington Mystics. She spoke directly about how her team was being disrespected, with hard fouls ignored and weak ones called against them. The message has been consistent: the officiating is hurting her team's chances to compete fairly.
Sydney Colson, man, shout out to her, dog. I can't overlook her. 6 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds with that intelligent block. Like it. 2 of 4 from the floor and then 2 of 3 from the 3. I mean, she was shooting like she was the scorer of the team. She put on her airy bag tonight.
What's been especially hard to accept for the Fever's coaching staff is how inconsistent the league is when it comes to physical play. When Sophie Cunningham stands up for her teammates, she gets technicals, ejected, or fined. But when players on other teams get rough with Fever stars, they usually don't face any serious consequences. Cunningham's season has perfectly shown this unfairness. She's become a fan favorite and a symbol of team loyalty, especially after her now famous altercation with the Connecticut Sun. After that game, her jersey sales went through the roof and she gained hundreds of thousands of social media followers. Her message has been clear: I'm going to protect my teammates. That's what I do. And yet, the league continues to punish her while letting others get away with worse.
Refs had a lot to do with that. It was a build-up for a couple of years now of them just not protecting, the star player of the WNBA. And so, at the end of the day, I'm going to protect my teammates. That's what I do, and I'm a team player, so it's all good.
On Saturday, Cunningham found herself in another rough moment, this time with Julie Van Loo during a scramble for a loose ball. Van Loo appeared to grab Cunningham around the neck during the play. But instead of reacting with anger, both players stayed calm, smiled, and walked away, avoiding another blow-up. It showed Cunningham's maturity and understanding of the game. Still, it doesn't change the fact that the Fever are missing their biggest weapon, Caitlin Clark. She's been out with a groin injury for 5 games now. Coach White has been careful with her recovery, saying again and again that Clark won't return until she's fully healthy. They're putting her long-term future ahead of any short-term gain.
Disaster. This was a disaster. The Indiana Fever cannot keep losing to teams like the LA Sparks if they're supposed to be a good team. And Rickea Jackson, she just flat abused the Fever in the last 3 minutes of the game. Seriously, what?
Clark's absence has shown both how strong and how thin the Fever are as a team. They managed to win 3 games without her, including tough defensive battles against Minnesota and Las Vegas. But the loss to the Sparks showed that their late-game struggles are still real. The timing of Clark's injury couldn't have been worse. It came just as the team was building momentum. Her numbers, 19 points, 9.3 assists, and 6 rebounds per game, are impressive. But it's her presence that changes everything: the way refs call the game, the way defenses prepare, and how the Fever perform in the clutch. Without her, the team is missing more than just points. They're missing their identity, their rhythm, and they're closer.
Sydney Colson, man, shout out to her, dog. I can't overlook her. 6 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds with that intelligent block. Like it. 2 of 4 from the floor and then 2 of 3 from the 3. I mean, she was shooting like she was the scorer of the team. She put on her airy bag tonight. My